Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Tasha and I'm glad to have you here. Feel free to also hit that subscribe button so that you're always here when I post. So today's video is featuring Toyotress. They sent me these butterfly locks and not only were they super cute, they were easy to install, guys. Like when I say easy, super easy, and I want to show y'all how I did that. But first, I'm gonna let you guys know the whole process. So I started out with freshly washed hair, and I highly recommend freshly washed hair whenever you're putting any style in your hair, because it starts off with a fresh scalp first. And then I also oiled my scalp a bit because it can get really dry. Like I have a really dry scalp. That's why I don't really do much styles in my hair, but I really wanted some faux locks, guys. So I was so happy that they sent me this. So first I started off by doing some halfway box braids. So I'm going to show you how far I braided it down. You don't want to braid down too far down. And I also didn't do it too tight, because if I did it too tight, it would be super hard for the locks to go in. So I just braided it to about here. And then I braided the next one beside it. So because this was a corner, I could only fit two on the side there. And then I would connect them together as I go. So as I went along, it became more and more. So it started off as two, and then as the sections got bigger, it went up to about just 4 box braids, and then I would connect each. And then first I would connect 2 braids with elastic bands, and then I would add a braid as I go. But you'll see, like, honestly, when you see how I do it, it should just be super easy to catch it. Like honestly, this was a really easy style. The longest part of it was actually the braiding pattern, but the pattern that I use is one of the easiest, especially if you have a lot of hair. I was trying my best not to make it too bulky. My scalp is very sensitive, and if I make it too tight and I use too much rubber bands, it's gonna break. I just tried to minimize the amount that I use. So when you're done the top section, you're gonna want to start braiding down the back part. When you start off, you want to braid the first one all the way down first. I braid it all the way down just because it's just easier to connect that way. And then when you go to the next braid, you start off braiding just a couple times, and then you want to grab the first braid by the end, and you're going to bring it up to the new braid and start braiding that into the next braid. This way, so that when you get to the end, there's only one braid left that you have to connect back into your hair. I do it this way because it's just easier to deal with when it's all connected into one, and you don't have to end up trying to, you know, gather up a whole bunch of braids at the end. Like you see here, I'm just, each time I braid it all the way down, and then I take that braid and then I just connect it to the next braid. Hopefully you can see how I did it. It's pretty straightforward. You're just braiding all the way down, and you're taking that braid and you're connecting it to the next one, and then you only have one braid left. And you could either pin that in or you can crochet it through. I wanted to crochet it through, but my hair is very slippery, so I just ended up using some bobby pins just to keep it all together. So now that you're done braiding, it's time to add in the butterfly locks. So it came in a big bag, and the bag had 8 little packs of hair, and then each pack had 10 faux locks inside. So that is the loop part, and then you also have the end part of the faux butterfly lock. So I just take my crochet needle and I put it through the top part of my braid like that, and then when I put it through, then I open up the loop, and then I take the bottom part of the lock and I pull it through the hair. So I make sure that the crochet needle is actually locked when I put it through my hair, and then I open up the loop like so, and then I pull the bottom part of the lock through, and you just keep doing that over and over and over again. What I did first was I did the top, and then when I was done with the top, that's when I would move on to the back, because I wanted to make sure that the top was, you know, the most full. Not that I don't want the back full at all, but I just wanted to make sure I finished the top first before I moved on to the back. So now I'm just doing the same to the other side, and with this style, as you go, it just gets easier and easier, especially if it's your first time. When you start, it won't be as easy as when you move on to the back part of your hair. But yeah, it was pretty straightforward, and it's just one of those things where if you're in a rush and you just have a couple hours to do your hair, this is just perfect. What I did notice when I moved on to the back, I would angle my crochet needle going downwards as opposed to going across, just so that the locks fall better in the back. When I was done, I noticed, well, I wasn't really done, but when I was towards the end, I noticed that the back wasn't as full. So all you want to do is you just want to check like in a mirror just to see where you want to fill in. And there's so much in the pack. I even had some left over, so I was able to fill up my whole head. And that's pretty much it, guys. I really hope you enjoy my video. Until next time, I love you guys so much. Bye.